Hello everyone. Now let us see the next example of partial fraction method. This is the 37th example. Depend on the partial fraction method, we have to find out inverse Laplace transform using partial fraction. Okay. The numerator of this example is 1 plus 2s upon the denominator. We have to focus on denominator only. The denominator contains two factors, and two factors are linear, but they are repeated two times. Okay, square means this linear factor repeated two times. This square means this linear factor repeated two times. Okay, that's why we have to decide in which type the particular this example we are going to solve. Okay, by which type. Now denominator contains linear repeated factor, that's why we have to use second type of partial fraction. So what is second type? For this factor, suppose this is our original example, is equal to, we have to write down we have to write as addition of fractions by using type 2 method. Here first, for first bracket or first factor, we have a upon first number, a upon first s plus 2 raised to 1 plus b upon s plus 2 square. Okay, this is done for this factor. Now similarly for this factor, square is also there, similar or same indice is there, that's why we have to follow the same rule for this factor also, but plus that is plus c upon first factor, that is s minus 1 raised to 1 plus d upon s minus 1 raised to 2. Okay, this is the first step of our partial fraction method. Now we have to make the you have to calculate the LCM, and we have to write as the denominator as a into number a first, into, you have to just delete this factor from this denominator, we get denominator s plus 2 s minus 1 bracket square, plus b into, just delete this factor from this, we get s minus 1 bracket square, plus c into, just delete this bracket from this factor, we get s plus 2 bracket square s minus 1, plus d into, we have to delete this bracket, we get d into s plus 2 bracket square. This is our regular LCM method. Okay, now comparing the numerator, obviously not coefficient, comparing the numerator or comparing the fractions. Okay, on both side what we get, these two factors are equal and their denominators are equal, that's why we have to equal the numerators. Corresponding numerator must be equal. That is the logic behind that. That's why comparing the numerators, we get 1 plus 2s is equal to this total whole term. Okay, now next step, we have to calculate the ABCD factor constants here. Okay, call this equation number 1. We have to calculate now ABCD. Then once we calculate the constant value, we have to resubstitute them in this equation, and we can easily calculate the inverse Laplace transform. Okay, now see the factors here, these are linear factors and there are two linear factors everywhere, that's why we can get at least two constants using the substitution method. Substitution means we have to put s is equal to first here minus 2, then we get now one constant, and after that we have to put s is equal to plus 1, here we get second constant. Okay, let us see how. This, put s is equal to 1 first in both side, what we get 1 plus 2s, that is 1 plus 3 is equal to, everywhere s minus 1 is present in three terms, that's why these three terms gets cancelled, we get d only remain here, d into s value is 1 plus 2 bracket square, that's why 2 plus 1 is 3 square is 9d, that's why d is equal to 3 upon 9, that is 1 by 3. One constant we have calculated by putting the value s is equal to 1. Now next linear factor is s minus s plus 2, that's why we have to put s minus, s is equal to minus 2 everywhere, both side we get minus 3 is equal to, only b remain here, s value is minus 2 minus 1 bracket square, minus 2 minus 1 is minus 3 bracket square is plus 9 is equal to minus 3. Now b is equal to minus 3 by 9, that is minus 1 by 3. Okay, in this way we have calculated two values. Now remaining a and c values we have to calculate by comparing the coefficient. That's why what we have to do, we have to start with this factor and we have to expand all these things, and while expanding you can put the values we have just calculated. Okay, values of d and b. Okay, now expand this, what we get, 1 plus 2s is equal to a into, this is the original equation. Now you have to expand this method. Okay, see, 1 plus 2s is equal to, now expand this each bracket first. A into this bracket expansion, this bracket expansion, this bracket expansion here, rest of the terms as it is, and this last bracket expansion here. Okay, now we have to multiply these brackets multiplication here. What we get, a into this total term, multiply first by s, then by 2 here, we get this, minus this as it is, take 1 by 3 inside the bracket to simplify, plus c into, now this two brackets is multiplication, first multiply with s, then minus 1, we get this, plus take 1 by 3 inside to this is bracket. Okay, now we have to multiply. Now to simplify, here 2s square minus 2s square plus 2s square gets cancelled, and minus 4s plus s gets minus 3s here, this simplification, and this bracket we get these two as it is, the rest of the terms here is for minus plus 4s square minus s square becomes 3s square. Okay, here, and take c inside, we can take c inside here also, and 4s plus 4s minus 4 gets cancelled, only 4 minus 4c remains here. Okay, now take this a inside also, in this step only you can take a inside. Okay, for simplification you can increase one more step here. Okay, now multiply this a inside, we get this total term of our LHS side. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to compare the terms. Okay, while writing this we are substituting already b and d here. Okay, that's why in, if you observe this equation, you get only a and c constants remains here. Okay, now comparing the both side of the, here also we can simplify, minus 1 by 3 s square and plus 1 by 3 s square gets cancelled. Okay, you have to simplify in that way only. Okay, you have to make this most simplified fashion, and then only you can compare the things. And this also, okay, we get this final expression for this our 1 plus LHS 1 plus 2s. Now comparing both side, the coefficients, what we get, a and this is c, a plus c, start with the highest indice of s. What is highest indice of s? It is s cube. That's why, what is the s cube coefficient? A plus c is equal to, here s cube is not there, that's why we have to take 0. Now s square, here is s square only, that's why 3c, coefficient of s square is 3c is equal to, what is s square is not there, that's why t is equal to 0. From this equation only you get c is equal to 0, and you don't need to calculate this also. Okay, you can write the step as it is and put this value in equation, this above equation, we get a is equal to 0. Already we have calculated b and a. Okay, that's why once we get rest of the constants, you don't need to write the remaining equations, you can skip this step. Okay, now put this all values in our original equation number 1, we get our original expression 1 plus 2s upon this denominator is equal to, a and c values already 0, that's why s terms gets only a, yes, that's why b and d here remains as it is. Okay, denominator s plus 2 square plus 1 upon 3 s minus 1 square from equation number 1 here. Okay, now once fraction gets divide into addition of fractions, we can get by taking inverse. Here you have to write by taking inverse on both sides. Okay, take L inverse is equal to and ultimately you can take L inverse inside to these each brackets, and minus 1 by 3 and plus 1 by 3, these are constant, you can take outside. Okay, now this is L inverse of 1 upon s plus 2 bracket square. You have to use by using first shifting property. You have to write here first shifting property. Okay, what is the first shifting property? You can take this everywhere s plus 2 is there, that's why you can take plus 2 number outside as exponential, that is e raised to opposite minus 2t. And what we have to do, just L inverse as it is and just delete this plus 2, 1 upon s square. This is the first shifting property, we have already studied that. Okay, plus this is 1 by 3 as it is, and here e raised to plus 1t outside by using first shifting property only, and L inverse as it is 1 upon s square. Okay, now this is we have to now 1 upon s square inverse is t raised to 1 upon 1. Okay, and you can take it, this is common, 1 by 3 is common, and this is answer for this 1 upon s square inverse is t only. This is also inverse of 1 upon s square is t, that's why take t outside. Here you can write one more step here, L inverse of 1 upon s square is t only. Okay, that's why take t common, 1 by 3 common, and take positive term first, that is e raised to t here, and minus this is negative term, e raised to minus 2t. Okay, this is the answer for our question. Now consider, let us move to the next example. Okay, this is one homework for you, that is L inverse. You have to find out inverse of this function using partial, question is same, using partial fraction method. Okay, this is the numerator, this denominator contains two factor. Okay, first is linear, second is you cannot factorize this. Okay, that's why you have to keep this as it is. That means this is a one quadratic factor and this is one linear factor. You have to a upon, you have to follow the rule, that is a upon s minus 1 plus this for quadratic we know. Third type we have to apply here, bs plus c upon this factor. And next you have to find out the constants values, and answer will be this. Okay, this is the homework. Now consider this 39th example. You have to find out L inverse of, this is numerator, upon this factor. Okay, whenever there is no constant in the denominator, everywhere you get s. You have to first step will be, you have to take common the highest power of s. Okay, what is the highest power of s which we can take common? That is only s. That's why take common s here. We get remaining term s square plus s minus 2, and this we can factorize. This is factors are s plus 2, s minus 1. Okay, minus 2 can be factorized into 2 into 1, and you have plus 1 here we want, that's why this is plus, this is minus. Factors are s plus 2 into s minus 1. Okay, this is a regular method. Now here one s is there, there are three factors, this is 1, 2 and 3. Though there is yes only, that is yes plus 0, that means yes is itself is a one linear factor. You have to treat that yes itself as a one linear factor. That's why this is 1, 2, 3, there are three linear factors. That's why let us see, this is the first step of our partial fraction, a upon s, this first factor, plus b upon s plus 2 plus c upon s minus 1. This is total type 1 methods example. Okay, the homework, this is the homework, answer is this. Okay, now consider, this is also homework for you. This is 1 upon s plus 1 into s square plus 2s plus 2. This is same as this example. Okay, one linear, one quadratic, the answer is this. Now consider next This is the biggest example. L inverse of 20s minus 33 upon these two factors are there, where these two all factors are, both the factors are linear, but this repeats 2 times and this repeats 3 times. We have to follow type 2 for both of them. Now consider this factor is equal to first a upon first factor s plus 1 bracket raised to 1 plus b upon s plus 1 square, plus now this for this factor c upon s minus 2 plus d upon s minus 2 square plus e upon s minus 2 final 3 raised to 3. This is the first step of our partial fraction method. Now next step, take LCM. LCM means just write the denominator as it is here. This is the simple way. Now we have to calculate the numerator. How to calculate that? See, a into, now what we have to do, s plus 1 just delete from this denominator. What we get? S plus 1 into this factor plus b into, just delete this factor s plus 1 bracket square, here we get s minus 2 cube only, plus c into, just delete 1 s minus 2 from here, we get these two factors. Okay, plus d into, delete s minus 2 square from here, we get s plus 1 bracket square s 1 s minus 2, plus final e into, just delete this factor from here, we get s plus 1 bracket square. Okay, now if you observe this, this is one factor, this is second factor, two linear factors overall here. That's why we can get minimum two constant by putting s is equal to minus 1 and by putting s is equal to plus 2 simultaneously. Okay, what we get then? First, okay, now comparing the coefficients. Before that, comparing the numerator here, everywhere you have to compare the numerator. What we get? Numerator of LHS side is equal to numerator of RHS side. Call this equation 2. Okay, already we have called the original equation as 1. Okay, where we have already done the first step here. Now first put s is equal to minus 1, both side we get this expression 20 minus 21 minus 33 is equal to, only b remains, rest of the terms contain s plus 1, that's why they get 0. Now value, calculate the value from this, we get b is equal to minus 54 upon minus 27, that is 2. Okay, now here, now next constant, we get one constant. Now we have to find out the next constant by putting s is equal to 2 here, both side. What we get? 42 minus 33 is equal to, only e remains because rest of the 4 terms contains s minus 2 term. Okay, that's why from here e is equal to 9 by 9, that is 1. In this way we get two constant. Here in this partial fraction you have to very careful about calculations. Okay, this is the only question, the biggest question or lengthy question, where you have to focus on calculation also. Once you make the mistake in calculation, only the single minor mistake can differ the whole example, or make the difference of whole example, that whole example gets wrong. That's why you have to very careful and slowly you have to do the calculations, and careful you have to do all the write down the each step very clean. Don't make any mistakes anywhere. Okay, you can use calculator here also. Okay, now in this way you get two constant. Now remaining there are the total there are 5 constant, and out of them we calculated 2, we have 3 constant remain. Okay, that's why we have to compare the coefficient. Now put these values in equation number here. What we get? LHS is equal to this total term by putting the value of b and c, b and e here. Okay, now we have to compare the coefficient, that's why we have to multiply these terms here. Now just expand this first. Here s minus 2 bracket cube can be expanded like this, a plus b bracket, a minus b bracket cube, by using a minus b bracket cube formula. What is a minus b bracket cube formula? A cube minus 3a square b plus 3ab square minus b cube, in that way. Okay, here you have to, same factor is there, that's why just write this as it is here. Now here square and here again square you have to expand, and here 1 square, and this is s minus 2 as it is, and here also 1 square, s plus 1 bracket square as it is. E value is 1 already. Okay, Okay. Now next step will be the multiplication of total brackets here by using these two brackets. But first simplify, 3 into 2 is 6 here, 4 into 3 is 12 here also, okay, in this step, and rest of the terms as it is. Now next term is multiplication of all brackets here. These are the lengthy example of partial fraction. Now multiplication contains all these terms. We have to cancel which are we have to add or subtract or simplify this term first. We get this final term by simplifying this. Okay, simplifying means we have to just calculate the same terms. Okay, recognize the same term and cancel them out. We get the same. We get the final this statement of 21 yes minus 33. Okay, now our main task is just comparing the coefficient on both sides. First underline the coefficient, start from the highest indice. What is the highest indice? S raised to 4. There are two terms of S raised to 4. We get A plus C is equal to, the LHS side S raised to 4 is not there, that's why it is 0. Now come now S cube, start with the S cube. Now here is S cube, here is S cube, here is S cube, and here is S cube. That's why minus 5A, okay, plus 2 minus 2C plus D is equal to, in LHS side there is also S cube is absent here, that's why it is 0. Now start with the S square. Just underline those with different sign. S square here, here also S square. Okay, finish. That's why there are three terms, plus 6A minus 11 minus 3C is equal to, here also S square is not there, that's why 0. Okay, now next, yes coefficient. You can either make the square round here. Yes now. Okay, this is yes. Okay, again this is yes, and last this is also with sign. You have to take with sign. Now terms are 4A, that is 4A plus 26, this is plus 4C, this is minus 3D, okay, is equal to, here yes is there, that's why coefficient is 21. Now last non underlined term, that is those are constant terms. Okay, don't underline them, just that is minus 8A minus 15 plus 4C and last minus 2D is equal to, constant term is minus 33 here on LHS side. Okay, this is the step where we have compared the coefficients on both sides. Okay, now you have to solve this equation. Okay, now before that, this is A plus C is equal to 0. Take the constants on that side, for where the constant present in the LHS side. Here plus 2 is there, that's why you take plus 2 on that side. We get minus 5A minus 2C plus D is equal to minus 2. Here also 6A minus 3C is equal to 11, take on that side, plus 11. Here 4A plus 4C minus 3D, 26 on that side, we get 21 minus 26, that is minus 5. Okay, now minus 8A plus 4C minus 2D minus 15, take on that side, we get plus 15, that is minus 18 remains here. This is the most simplified form of the equations. Now from these all equations we have to find out the three values only, that is A, C and D. Okay, for calculating we know this general rule, for calculating three values we need minimum three equations in A and C, A, D and C, but we have this total 5 equations are there, 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, we can easily calculate. Now see, A plus C is equal to 0 here. Now and put this value in this equation. These are two from these two equations. Okay, this is one equation in A and C, this is other equation in A and C. You can solve this simultaneously. here divide by 3, here we can divide by 3 on this side. We get 2a minus c is equal to 11 by 3. Now these two gets easily calculated. Just add these two equations, we get 3a is equal to 11 by 3. A is equal to 11 by 3 into 3, 9. Okay, once a is equal to 11 by 3, from this equation c is minus a, that's why c is equal to minus 11 by 3. Okay, now put these values in any one of the equation. Here we have put this value in okay, here. Okay, in any equation. Okay, we get d is equal to here minus 2, this is come from this. Okay, minus 2 plus 5a plus 2c. Put this value here, a and c we have already calculated. Put this value here. Do this calculation on calculator. You can use calculator. D get 5 by 3. Okay, now 3 we have already calculated. Put this value and already we have calculated two constants, b and d, b and what, b and e. Okay, here then total number of constants we get 5. Okay, we have calculated by using comparing the coefficient and substituting the values. Okay, now put all these values 5 in original equation number 1. Okay, now what we get, okay, this is our original equation 20s equation number 1. LHS side is our original expression is equal to a, b, c, d and e values. Okay, rest of the terms as it is. Now taking next step is taking inverse on both sides. We get L inverse of this term is equal to L inverse of this total term. Take L inverse to each term and consequently we have to take constants outside. These all are constants. Okay, now we get this term. Now we have to find out this inverse. Okay, and you observe this inverse is easy, e raised to minus t. For this inverse we have to use first shifting property, that is wherever s plus or s minus number is there, you can take that number outside as an exponential. Here e raised to minus t they take outside and rest of the terms as it is L inverse 1 upon, you have to delete this plus 1 only here. We get here 1 upon s square. Here e raised to 2t outside L inverse of L inverse. Here only s minus 2 is there, that's why answer is e raised to 2t. Here yes, e raised to 2t gets outside and L inverse of 1 upon, just delete this minus 2 s square as it is, plus L inverse of, here e raised to again plus 2t outside, L inverse of, just delete this minus 2, we get s cube. This is the first shifting property we have already studied. Okay, now these are easy terms, 1 upon s square, 1 upon s square, 1 upon s cube. Inverse we can calculate it by 1 upon s raised to n formula. This 1 upon s square formula is t raised to 1 upon 1, that is t. Here also t, this term. Okay, and here t square upon 2 factorial. Rest of the all terms as it is. Now there are only two terms you can add, because these two terms have t raised to 2t, t raised to no. Okay, here no, this cannot be added because these are total different terms. Okay, only you can make this 2 factorial as 2 only. Okay, this is our final answer for this partial fraction methods example. Okay, this is the biggest example in the example. Okay, but method is same everywhere. You have to just step 1 you have to decide which type you can apply. Then step 2, compare the numerator. Step 3, calculate all the constants. Step 4, substituting those constants in the original equation number 1. And step 5, you have to take inverse on both sides. Okay, now these are some homeworks for you. Homework, find inverse Laplace transform. Question is same by using partial fraction method. These are total 3 homeworks for you. This in this homework, this is linear quadratic. Okay, you cannot factorize this. Okay, that's why it is quadratic. If you factorize before solving the example, you have to if any example contains quadratic function, you have to decide, you have to check first whether we can factorize those factors, quadratic factors. Okay, if we can factorize, then do factorization method. If can't, then do keep that factors as it is. Okay, that's why this is a quadratic, this is linear, a upon b upon, this is cs plus d upon, in that way. Okay, type 1, type 1, type 3. Answer is this. Okay, now this here, see, for s plus 2 upon s cube into s minus 1 bracket square, there are total 2 terms here, but s cube means s is a linear term which repeats 3 times. Okay, this is the meaning of s cube. That's why you have to use type 2 for this s cube, means a upon first s plus b upon s square plus c upon s cube. This is the linear repeated factor. This is also linear repeated, d upon s minus 1 plus e upon s minus 1 bracket square. This is a hint for you. Answer is this. Okay, now this numerator is s square plus 2s plus 3c. In this example, numerator contains s square plus 2s. Denominator also contains 2 quadratic factors where first 2 terms of each bracket or each factors are same. In this case particular, you have to make this adjustment first, where we have already studied how to adjust the square in the brackets. Which square here in these 3 brackets we can adjust? That is s plus s coefficient is 2 by 2. We have to divide that number by 2. We get 1. That is s plus 1 square can be adjusted in 3 brackets. Okay. That's why here these are the hint for you. This is L, this becomes L inverse. This is first s plus 2 bracket square. Now expand this, s square plus 2s plus 1 we take extra. That's why we have to subtract that number plus 1 from this remaining number 3 minus 1, 2. Okay. Here also, this is s plus 1 bracket square. Expand this, s square plus 2s plus 1 we take extra. We have to subtract from 2. We get 2 minus 1, that is 1. Okay. Here again s plus 1 square can be adjusted. Expand this, s square plus 2s plus 1 we take extra. We have to subtract that from 5. Okay, that is 5 minus 4, that is 5 minus 1, that is 4. Okay, now you can use here first shifting property. You have to write everywhere. Okay, remember in assignments you have to write everywhere. In exam also you have to write everywhere the properties you are going to use. By writing you can easily remember all the formulas. That's why that is the intention behind that. Okay, now these 3 factors are there. Okay, in the numerator 1, in the denominator 2 factors. You can use first shifting property, and this plus 1, everywhere s is there, wherever s is there, s plus 1 is there. That's why you can use first shifting property. Plus 1 take outside by using exponential e raised to opposite of that, minus t. And L inverse as it is, what we have to do, just delete this plus 1 from each bracket. We get here s square plus 2, denominator s square plus 1, s square plus 4. Okay, and our question is we have to find inverse by using partial fraction. That's why from this step, this is the one adjustment for by first shifting property. We get simplify. We get simplified form of this fraction, our original example. Okay, that's why you have to use this first shifting property wherever needed. Okay, this is the only one example where all the brackets contains same bracket, okay, or same adjusted bracket, square of the brackets. Okay, that's why we could do here. Now e raised to this, now we have to call this equation, you can call this equation number 1. Now we have to find the inverse Laplace transform of this fraction using partial fraction method. This is quadratic, this is quadratic. As plus b upon first plus cs plus d upon second factor a square plus 4. Okay, simplify or solve this, you get this answer: 1 by 3 raised to minus t into sin t plus sin 2t. Okay, these are some homeworks for you. And next lecture we are going to see the next point of this chapter, which is a very important chapter point, convolution.